Hi, I'm Sarah. Tell me, do you have a dream? I did, but things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. Like this video, hit the subscribe button, and get comfy. Let's get started. I was just an ordinary girl. I went to school, hung out with my best friend Aisha, and pined for a handsome boy called Tucker. He probably didn't even know I existed. He's way out of my league. What do you see in him? He's in love with his own reflection. My friend was probably right, but I couldn't help it. Every time I saw him, my heart started racing, and I got goosebumps. My dream was to become popular. To achieve that, I started a channel and posted videos about love and relationships. I had 46 subscribers, but that was it. No viral posts, no skyrocketing fame. At least that's how it was until a classmate of mine threw a party on Independence Day and invited the whole school to it. I decided to go too. That was my chance to spend time with my crush. Sarah, this is a waste of time. That's why you're coming with me. You're not going to abandon your best friend, are you? Eventually, I talked her into joining me. We came to the party and let loose. Tucker soon arrived with a large box of fireworks. That was my chance. Hi, Tucker. Need a hand? No, thanks. I'll manage. You should step away just in case. OMG! Aww. He cared about my safety. That was so cute. I was so ecstatic. I didn't see Tucker light the fuse and walk away. Sarah, watch out! Move! Get out of there! I looked at the fireworks. There was a flash and the world went dark. I heard people screaming. Someone grabbed my arm and dragged me away. My head was spinning and my ears were buzzing. I came to in a hospital, surrounded by darkness. My parents were next to me. I could hear their voices. Mom? Dad? Is that you? Yes, we're here. Don't worry. Why can't I see anything? I touched my face. There were bandages over my eyes. My heart sank. You have a retinal burn, but the doctors are doing everything they can to fix it. Oh no. I hope things would go back to normal and I would be able to go home soon. A doctor came to my ward and removed the bandages, but I still couldn't see anything. I could tell by my doctor's worried voice I wasn't going to like what he had to say. Sarah will have to stay here for a while. I'm afraid her eyes aren't going to get better. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't even do that. What about my dream? How was I supposed to become popular now? The doctors kept running tests, but I had already given up hope. It was the hardest period of my life. My parents and Aisha visited me every day. You look fine, Sarah. I can't believe this happened to you. And one day, I wasn't expecting any guests, but suddenly heard a familiar voice. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing? Tucker? Yes, it's me. I wanted to apologize. It's my fault you're here. I was the one who brought those stupid fireworks to the party. I was careless and can only blame myself. Thanks for visiting me. Tucker sat down next to me and took my hand. My heart nearly beat out of my chest. For the first time since the accident, I was on cloud 9. He sat by my bedside and we chatted. Tucker told me he was the one who called an ambulance. The party had ended right away. I couldn't see Tucker, but I could feel that he liked spending time with me too. Tucker came back the next day. We spent hours chatting and laughing again. I'd never been happier, and Aisha noticed it. Sarah, what's got you smiling like that? Tucker visited me. He comes by every day. Can you imagine? Be careful. I don't like that guy, but I paid her words no mind. I finally got what I wanted, and I wasn't about to give up. A week later, I received both good and bad news. On the one hand, I was finally allowed to go home, but on the other hand, the doctor said I would never see again. A miracle didn't happen. I could hear my parents crying and did my best to comfort them. I put on my glasses so that no one could see my eyes, and we drove home. Are you wondering why my glasses were colored? I didn't like black ones. Those seemed so tragic to me, and my life wasn't over yet. I had to get used to our house again. Now I had to touch everything to figure out what it was. Okay, that's the door, that's the kitchen sink, and that's my room. Everything seemed so alien to me. I also tried to use my hearing and could recognize my parents by their smell. For the first few weeks, I stayed at home. The thought of going outside terrified me. I would have probably gone nuts sitting in my room if it hadn't been for Aisha and Tucker. They visited me every day. Has Tucker come over again? I have a bad feeling about that guy. Come on, Aisha. I got to know him. He's a good guy. Of course, I wasn't going to school. My parents decided I shouldn't go back that year. I had plenty of free time and I used it to post videos on my channel. Hi guys. Today I want to tell you about something that happened to me and show you what I've been up to. Long story short, I'm learning to live again. I told my followers what it was like to lose my eyesight. Aisha helped me edit and post the videos. To my surprise, people flocked to my channel. The audience loved my honesty. Each video got tens of thousands of views. Soon, I became the most popular girl in town. People were asking me for autographs and interviews. I even got a chance to star in a commercial. But wherever I went, I always wore glasses. My life was turned on its head. Tucker confessed to me, and we became an item. Sometimes I would live stream and get donations. My parents also received a lot of insurance money. Don't worry, none of it went to my head. My parents decided that I needed rehabilitation after the accident, and we went on a trip, and then another one, and one more after that. We visited a lot of countries. Even though I couldn't enjoy the views, I felt the experience changing me. I told my subscribers about it all, and they always supported me. My My dream had come true, but at what cost? I often wondered whether I would go back to my old life if I ever got the chance to. I didn't want to be an unremarkable teenager anymore, but if I could get my eyesight back, I wasn't sure. What would you choose? One day, when I got back from yet another trip, Aisha came over to see me. Here, I bought this for you in Rome. Thank you, that's so sweet. Are you busy? Want to hang out? Sorry, I promised Tucker we'd go out tonight. You really are blind. He's only pretending he cares about you. I exploded like a pressure cooker. Would she ever grow tired of bad-mouthing my boyfriend? She was my best friend, and it stung. Just quit it already. Tucker's only with you because you're popular. You're just jealous of me. We had a huge falling out. I felt like my friend had stabbed me in the back and kicked her out. We broke off all contact after that. And then something wonderful happened. My parents got a call from the hospital and were told a revolutionary treatment method had been invented, and they could try to restore my sight. Of course, I agreed without hesitation. The next day, I was back in the ward I'd woken up in after the accident. The doctors ran some tests and performed the surgery. I won't keep you in suspense. As soon as they took off the bandages, I saw the light. Of course, at first everything was blurry, but it only took a week for my vision to be completely restored. Mom, Dad, I can see you. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so happy. The doctors are miracle workers. I decided to surprise Tucker and my subscribers and didn't tell them anything yet. First, I wanted to enjoy the things I'd been deprived of for almost a year. I couldn't stop staring at our house, my room, and my parents. That evening, I put on glasses, fixed my phone on a tripod, and started a live stream. It was time to blow my subscribers' minds. But then, I saw all the supportive comments they were leaving. If they found out I could see, they would stop doing that. I wasn't ready to lose my popularity, so I didn't reveal my little secret. The next day, I went on a date with Tucker. It was a special one because now I could see my handsome boyfriend. Everything all right? You seem excited. I'm just getting ready to tell you something important. Tucker treated me like a queen. It was clear how much he cared about me. It was so nice, but I couldn't help but think, would he change if he found out I could see now? So I decided not to tell him anything yet. What did you want to tell me? Just that you're the most amazing boyfriend in the world? That evening, Mom and Dad said I was going back to school in the fall since I was fine now. My secret would be revealed then. I would have no choice but to tell everyone the truth. But how was I supposed to do that without losing Tucker or my subscribers? Thinking about it all was driving me crazy. I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. Of course, I put on glasses so that no one would suspect anything, but my plan failed. I was walking down the street when Aisha suddenly came around the corner, and we bumped into each other. Everything happened so fast I forgot to be careful. Aisha, are you okay? I'm fine. Wait, Sarah, how did you know it was me? Oops, busted. To be honest, I got over our stupid fight ages ago, so I told my friend about the surgery and asked her to keep it a secret for now. This is amazing news. I do not know how to tell everyone that I can see again. I don't want to lose my subscribers or Tucker. Speaking of Tucker, I didn't want to upset you, but you deserve to know the truth. He's been lying to you. Seriously, this again? Before you get mad at me, watch this. She took her phone and showed me a video she had filmed at school after the party that had changed my life. In it, Tucker was confiding in his friends. I think I'm in trouble. Sarah lost her eyesight because of me. I'm afraid she might sue me. Just ask her out. That wallflower will fall for you, and you'll be off the hook. That's brilliant. Thanks, bro. See why I was against your relationship? He's so fake. My heart broke into a million pieces. I felt like bursting into tears, but then I got mad. He was only with me because he was afraid of getting in trouble? What a coward. I needed to get back at him, but I couldn't afford to threaten Tucker. He didn't know about my surgery yet, and I was afraid that if I told him the truth, he would rat me out to my subscribers. Luckily, my friend helped me come up with a plan. Here's what we're going to do. The next few days, I hung out with Tucker and acted like everything was fine. Then I asked him if I could come to his baseball game, but you won't see anything anyway. I just want to cheer for you. He bought it. What I actually wanted was to eavesdrop on him and his friends. So, we came to the game. Tucker found a place in the stands for me next to his buddies and was on his way. It was time for me to play a game too. Tucker is the best. You know, it's weird. He used to be very cold to me, but as soon as I was blinded, he became so sweet. Yeah, he's a riddle wrapped in a mystery. I hoped they would be frank with me. Soon the game came to an end. Sarah, stay here. I'll change and come back for you. Bro, I'll go with you. We need to talk. Tucker's friend followed him into the locker room. Great. Now all I had to do was eavesdrop on them. I followed them and hid behind the door. Tucker, why are you still pretending? Sarah's been asking weird questions. When are you going to tell her the truth? Soon. I have everything under control. His indifferent voice infuriated me. I burst into the locker room and shouted that I heard everything. Sarah, what are you doing here? I can navigate by touch. I've suspected for a while now that you're hiding something from me. Was it all an act? Well, don't bother faking your feelings any longer. Goodbye. I left with my head held high, still pretending to be blind. Tucker didn't even try to stop stop me. I stayed at home for several days and only talked to Aisha. To my surprise, Tucker was blowing up my phone, but I didn't answer. I didn't want to even think about him. And then, one evening, there was a terrible thunderstorm. I heard someone shouting my name outside the window, peeked outside and saw Tucker. "Sarah, please, let's just talk." I didn't answer him and hoped he would leave, but he stayed there, even though he was completely soaked. I realized I had to break up with him if I wanted him to leave. So I came out to Tucker and took off my glasses. I had surgery and my eyesight was restored. Now I couldn't sue you even if I wanted to. You don't need to pretend you're in love with me anymore. I haven't been pretending for a long time, Sarah. As soon as I got to know you, I fell in love with you for real. I was just too embarrassed to admit it to my friends. They always thought you were quiet and weird. But I don't care what they think anymore. I just want to be with you. I'm so glad you can see again. He tried to touch my face, but I stepped away from him. Nice words, Tucker, but I'm not sure I can trust you anymore. Sorry, but I'm gonna need some time. I was tossing and turning all night, but still hadn't made up my mind by morning. I was woken up by voices in the living room. When I walked out of my room, I saw Tucker talking to my parents. He told them everything. Imagine my surprise when Mom and Dad took his side. "Sweetie, Tucker seems like a good guy. You should give him another chance." I still wasn't sure about that, but agreed to go for a walk with Tucker anyway. But first, I put on glasses. I was pleasantly surprised. Tucker remained a perfect gentleman. If he kept that up, I was sure I would find it in myself to forgive him. After our short date, he walked me home. Aisha was coming over at the time and saw us. "Sarah, why are you with this liar again?" I've forgiven Tucker, and I'm ready to leave the past in the past. My friend was red as a tomato, and then Tucker said something that made my eyes bug out. "Aisha, would you give it a rest? I told you I'm not going out with you." "What the what? Come again?" That's how I found out that Aisha had a huge crush on Tucker. When I lost my eyesight, she seized her chance, but Tucker rejected her time after time. Now I see why you've been trying so hard to get me to break off things with Tucker. Sorry, Aisha, but we can't be friends after this. I can't trust someone who tried to steal my boyfriend. Dang it, this isn't over. She glared at us as she stormed away. Tucker squeezed my hand tight. Life went on. I kept dating Tucker and treasured every minute of it. We were so close that I told him I was tired of hiding the truth about my eyes from my subscribers and wanted to be honest with them. Lying to them is wrong. Tell your subscribers that you can see again. If they turn their backs on you, then that's the price you'll have to pay. I'll be there for you no matter what. He was right. Our classmates were planning another party on Independence Day. I decided it would be the perfect moment to tell everyone I could see again and would be coming back to school soon. Everyone agreed there would be no fireworks. All of my friends and classmates were there, and I was about to take my glasses off. But then Aisha came up to Tucker. She was holding fireworks. I immediately realized that something terrible was about to happen. Aisha lit the fuse and ran away. Memories of a similar day flashed through my mind. I was paralyzed with fear. The thought of Tucker getting hurt terrified me, and I tried to push him away, but it was too late. There's a series of bright flashes. Everyone except Tucker scattered. I was further away and wearing glasses, which saved me, but my boyfriend got hurt. When it was over, I took off my glasses and ran over to Tucker. "It's going to be okay, I'm here." He was brought to a hospital. While the doctors were examining him, I was waiting in the hallway, worried out of my mind. And then I got a notification on my phone. Aisha had posted a video of me running up to Tucker with no glasses on. "Would you look at that? Poor blind Sarah can see just fine. She's been lying to you." Of course, my subscribers were furious and started unsubscribing and leaving angry comments under my videos. But the only thing I was worried about at that moment was Tucker's health. He was soon discharged from the hospital, but the doctor's prognosis wasn't promising. Tucker lost his sight. His injury was so much worse than mine had been. A surgery wouldn't help him. I'm sorry, but Tucker isn't ever getting his sight back. I wanted to slap the living daylights out of Aisha, but I was also furious with myself. What if I had just been honest with my subscribers from the beginning? None of this would have happened. My boyfriend was much more optimistic than me. I can't see anything, but now I appreciate how beautiful our world is more than ever before. You have such a beautiful voice, Sarah. Sometimes the wisest thing we can do is accept our fate. Tucker and I did just that. I gave up on my stupid dream and spent all the money I earned on traveling with Tucker. He didn't need his eyes to discover the world. I was right there with him, filming vlogs about our travels to help everyone who found themselves in a similar situation. Surprisingly enough, we were both happy. As for Aisha, she had to do community service. All her friends turned away from her after what she did. She had it coming. That's it. Please hit that like button and remember that sometimes when one door closes, another opens.